What happened? Alright. Um, so didn't have any red when I was trying to fix it, so I said I got some orange. And not only is it orange, it's Husqvarna orange. And I thought it would look cool, even though I did a really shitty job of my weld, but I fixed it with the paint building up into it, so it kind of made the weld go away. Um, I got pictures and stuff, but I don't know how good the video's gonna come out. I'll never have time to put it together, so I figured if I don't show this live, it's never gonna be seen. So I was at Ace Hardware store. Thank God these people are still a lot around. I was able to get bolts for this thing because not only did that part, but this also broke. So lady helped me out really fast, and I got my bonus card with points with them. They always remember. It's kind of cool. So I got my wagon, my wheelbarrow. So I got new bolts. Ferris, the Kohler place where I bought it, they charged me $3 and some cents for this bolt. It was $1. So Briggs and Stratton bought the bolt, probably from Ace Hardware store, then sold it to the dealer. The dealer sold it to me. I went to Ace Hardware store and got it for $1. But still, $1 for a bolt? I mean, things have really gone up over the years. It's crazy. $1 for a freaking bolt. It's okay. Small bolt. I need it. It fits in this thing. And what I was saying, I'm going to take the old one. And I'm actually going to weld this sucker to the front and make a brace bar out of it, but not right now. So this thing is bent bad. I'm probably going to have to buy another one. I do not know how to bend this back without breaking everything else because I don't have the skills to bend this back. I'm going to use it anyway. You can see how far it's off bent. See that? It's even got a twist to it. So I was taking this part off, realized I didn't need to, so now I got to beat that back on without breaking the bearing, which I'm probably going to break the bearing. Paint it that. I'm going to go ahead and paint that really quick. I already welded this on. This isn't quite right, but it's okay. Everything's a mess here. I got the welder out. This is a Harbor Freight's welder. It works okay. This thing here also got a flat tire too. Don't know how the flat tire got there. Really don't. Yeah, so I ran out of red and I'm using Husqvarna orange. Actually, it looks pretty good. I mean, kind of looks Skag orange. Doesn't even look Husqvarna orange. I guess with that red underneath. Maybe that's what happened to Skag. They bought a bunch of Husqvarna mowers and they were trying to build them. They're like, oh, or they bought a bunch of X-Mart mowers or something, and they were building them, and then they were like, oh, paint it orange, and then they came out that color. I don't know. Being stupid, I don't know. But it's funny how there's so many different shades of red. There's different shades of orange. It's really weird. But yeah, so my friend over here decided to break on me too. Everything broke. I'm gonna get an update on the Echo, I'll tell you that. So this thing loves to eat coils. I don't know why. It just loves to eat them. I mean, this thing is so bad I can't even fix it. I thought I could just fix it, but no, I don't even think I have a backup. I think I used all my backups. So I'm gonna go online tonight and see if I can't order one and have it shipped by tomorrow. I might try Hypa and see if I can get one speeded up. I don't know. I haven't found them one. I gotta look into that one. See if I'll check Hypa and see if they have them. But if not, I just get them on Amazon. They're junk. They don't last long. I had to actually adjust this thing because Briggs and Stratton put the wrong piece on here. This is the wrong one. It's not tall enough. Because I looked at all my other ones and they were bigger. So this is the wrong piece. So I had to retrofit every single one. I got to shave the backs of them off. See what I did here? I had to shave the towers off. So this would sit in lower. And it allowed it to work for a little while, Oh, my chat's up and see if anybody's up there. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this really quick. So I just got back from I think I have tartar dyskinesia or something. I drop stuff non-stop. I can't hold things sometimes. I don't know what that is. I guess that's what it is. Old age. So I've been making videos with the fake GoPro on fixing this ferris, and I got to figure out how to put it on the computer and use the programs there to make a video, and it'll take forever. By the time this video comes out, it'll be hearsay. It'll be long gone. I got a lot of stuff like that, so I've just been doing the live stuff because until I can clear my phone out and use the app on my phone, then I can start making real videos again. But here's what it is. Everything needs it. My grass grew like crazy with this rain. I mean, it's like a foot tall in some areas. So that's got to be fixed. But I want to go ahead and spray paint this really quick and fix it. Then I can heat this piece back in. I wanted to just make it orange, but I was like, you know what? I'm at the store. They got the paint. I just guessed it. Got a shiny red. I don't know what color red it is. It's going to match. It's not. I don't know. I think the Ferris and Tor are very similar in reds. I don't think they're much off. Of course, I got airplanes here that just love to. Let me talk. I'll talk about the Echo here in a second. What happened with that? Take a look at my yard here a little bit. Look at how the grass is growing. Look at this. I can do a free overgrown yard makeover for myself. Overworked lawn care professional. Doesn't have time to do his own yard. He's got shit for luck. Thought maybe I'd help myself out and cut the grass for him. Make him feel better. I'm just getting stupid. I hope I get my new trucks in. I think the water pump is going up in that truck. It's been dumping antifreeze. I don't know why. Just dumped a whole gallon the other day. I'm like, how did it do that? Well, the heat messes everything up. The heat tests you. When it's hot outside, the heat tests. The heat. I'm glad we had some. We get those little spring prep heat waves here that it tests all your systems. You'll know if your air conditioning unit's broke now, so you don't have to worry about it in the summertime. If it's not working right now, it's not going to work in the summer. You know. So I'm going to go ahead and spray paint this really quick. I want to really quickly just recap on the Echo. It may be my fault, but it's really not my fault. Okay, I'm using the STP oil. I'm going to advise everybody to do not use the cheap oil, which I didn't really think it mattered, but looking at some of the schematics that they showed me to test the Echo's done and different things like that, I thought there was something to their oil, because what I'm thinking is it runs at such high revolutions that they must have had a lot of problems with things breaking, so we're going to engineer our own oil. Now, I know somebody's probably making it for them, but they're never going to tell you that. I know I've seen things with steel and other stuff you see on it's Castro oil or different things like that, but I'm now convinced that the mixture and the blend that they sell you is formulated to that company. It's guaranteed by that company. They made it. So if you buy the Husqvarna, the Red Max, or you buy the Steel, or you buy the Echo Red Armor, if you buy their brands, there's some other ones I'm sure. I think they're engineered they gave them the specs and the schematics to how to make the oil. If that makes any sense. Now I'm convinced, because I've used that same oil on every other machine and never had any problems. I had it on this one, and I had problems. But here's the thing: it also may be that the cylinder walls are out of shape or out of round. I've heard of that before, and they told me that also. That might be possible, because I didn't have as much power with my unit when I first got it. And Billy Goat can contest to this, because I even told him that. I said, I might need you to bring your blower over or something and compare it, because yours is not supposed to be as powerful as mine by numbers, and I'm playing with this thing, and it doesn't feel like it's as powerful as yours, because there's a slight benefit over the 9010 from the 8010, but not by much, but a little bit. So something was off, and I thought it was losing power. Then it was running fine. Then we had some really hot days here. I think the heat messed it up. And from what they were telling me, my mixture was bad. So I'm like, okay, I felt stupid, but I've been using that same mixture forever, and I didn't have any problems. So I'm going to stop using it regardless, because I don't want to take those chances with anything else, because, I do know that the heat of the summer, I had a problem with something else, and it may have been the mixture. It may have been. What's up, Trucking Down Under? How's it going, sir? I'm just, just filling in on my Echo that blew up on me. It blew up. It literally blew up, because I took it in, they brought it back, and I said, it blew up. I'm like, what? I guess they took the muffler off, whatever. You can see right into the walls, and they were bad. You can see the piston was all scoring, and the rings what happens is the rings get messed up and they score the walls. So, but the thing's not even a month old. And even the guy told me, he's like, yeah, well, you normally don't see this, even if you were to use the wrong oil or not the right mixture within a month. This is something you would see within a couple of months, maybe to a year. Like, they know when I bought it because I was there, and I didn't even use it a full month. I only used it here and there. So let's say I used it a full straight 1 week. There's no way putting a off mixture would cause that kind of damage. So I am banking on the fact that it's the the walls of the piston are out of round, and that's very possible. Manufacturing, it's very possible. I'm thinking about starting a whole new channel because Carlo buys everything and everything breaks or something, or he can't get nothing right. I don't know. I got the worst luck when it comes to anything, and it's like I'm getting tired of embarrassed now. Almost like I can't do anything. It's like it's not meant for me. It's been like that my whole life. I've told you all this before. I'll go to the store and I'll something as simple as a shampoo, and I'll move the one out of the way and get the one in the back. And guess what? Somebody done washed their ass with it or something. I don't know. It ain't right. I have no idea. Like this thing, I bought the other one was broken from the factory inside the store. I took it back. Another one was. I was like, oh come on. But this one I bought used. I bought brand new. Someone returned it, but there was more problems than that because I found out why I wouldn't start because this part is the wrong size. I know I've already said that, but so I did weld this up pretty good. What I did was I actually left the weld on there, most of it, and I scarred the weld and I scratched it off. So when I put these two together, I had to put the bolts back all in here so that we would hold itself, and it's still tacky. Yeah, it's orange, right? That's the color it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna paint it red now that I got the red. This I got to beat, like I said, beat back in. But what I did was my welds were ugly, so I went over top of the weld. But first I grinded it down and grinded all around it, so I was able to take this piece off completely. Set it in there, weld it. My welds are terrible. I found out this is really hard to use on thick stuff. Stick welders are, I think, easier to use on thicker stuff, but I'm not a welder, so I'm just like a practicer. What do you call somebody who doesn't know how to weld? Not a welder? I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and spray paint this really quick just to get that done, because let me show you in here. I know the lights are off in here because I can't have the welder on. And then I got a flat tire and it keeps going flat, so I don't know what the shit happened. Did I run over something, or is this got a bad valve? I didn't see or feel any air coming up, but it keeps going flat now. I have to have this running by tomorrow. As you can see, took the other part off from the other side. And then I hadn't even had a chance to do a review on this. This is a nice pump I got from Harbor Freights. But, yeah, so, hold on. Let's put you here. Oh, there's my tank, by the way. Did you guys see my tank? Look at that. I'm thinking about making something with the tank. That's the whole reason why I got it. I'm going to keep it hush-hush with it. I'm going to make something. So, got all these parts over here. I was just painting it black because I had some black, but something fell in my cup. Alright. This thing is just so bent. I don't know how to bend this back without breaking it. So I was stepping on one side, but if I step on this side, I'm still going to bend this side. Can't pull this side out without messing this side up. It really needs to go into a vise instead of this. And then maybe, I don't know. I'm at a loss for ideas on how to fix that. It's too thick of the metal to move around. How did it bend? That's what I don't understand. Anyhow. Oh, that's stupid. It says squeeze. Ah, gotta read the directions. Okay, this is the actual Husqvarna orange. You can get this at Lowe's, believe it or not. It actually carries it. And I know I saw the Toro red somewhere, but I can't remember where I saw the Toro red. Let me turn you guys around so I can see any. Let's go like this one more time, and it's gonna rain probably. Feels like it's gonna rain on me now. Probably will. Let's just do the other side. That side's already kind of tagged. You know what? We'll do it like this, so I can get both sides. Both sides are good. Put this rag back up in here. I don't want to get too much paint inside this area. That's nice. It's got a cool little top on it. Different. Wow, this has got a really nice sprayer on it. Look at that. Just touch it, it almost comes out like an automotive finish. The way it's a different looking nozzle. Trying to get a lot in there so it fills in the holes. There we go, like that. Wipe that top off. Just lightly, a little. This is actually like an orangey red. This isn't like a red. I don't know. I got a grip. When you ever have a can of spray paint out, don't you just want to like hit something else while you're doing it? That's why I got spray paint marks everywhere. It's like, oh yeah, I might want to just do that. Okay. Actually, what I can do with this one, how bad that is. I mean, just look at the difference in the red if it's not the right red. See, it's not the right red. Actually, I like this better. It's kind of cool looking red. Yeah, I messed up. Damn it. Should have left that alone. See, what's happening is the temperature just dropped. I felt it, and that affects the paint. I've done a lot of painting and stuff, different things, and you could never tell by that. But when the temperature drops, it changes the flow of the paint. It messes it all up. When it gets colder, the paint flows faster. When it gets warmer, the paint flows slower, which makes sense because it's drying. This is not red. This is like pink red. I guess that's what Burnham red is. Pink. This is not red, man. This is like lipstick red. I'm sorry, but this is Bud Light red. Joking. Oh man. Get your can stuff a can of Bud Light red. It'll make you think it's red, but it's really red. Horrible. That's ugly. So that's a shiny red. I've never seen that color before. I hope it dries darker. I guess it would look nice on a sports car or something. I don't know, but look at that. It's. I mean, in the camera, it looks pinker. It's a lot pinker than it really is. So, look at that. That is not that. Okay, this is what that is. The freaking cap, not that. If you think that is that, you're colorblind. And even this. Usually these caps are dead on. Well, actually it is if you look at it in the right light, yeah. In the right light, it's really bright. See? That's what I've gone by. Is look, I didn't realize how dead on these caps were, but these caps are dead on the color. And you'll see people spray painting inside the stores, and it's like, no, just look at the cap. This is, if you do it right and shine it up and clean it up, this is what it will look like. Yeah. Well, it's not the same color as that. That's like a darker, it's almost like I would call like a picnic bench red or the barn red. That Pittsburgh steel, that's what that red is. I bet this is the same color as that. This is that red. Closer to it. That's a dark red. Man, there's so many different shades of red. Look at that. Alright, that sucks. Well, so I wanted to really just come on here and really follow up on the whole Echo thing. I bought the Echo Armor Fuel. I bought the little 1 gallon mixes. I really got to clean this up. Yeah, I might just use that with everything because it's such a good quality oil. And I used their cans from the beginning, and I even had I got the videos. I'll have to put them out. I have to really go through them. I had the videos where I was using it, and I was even saying that I liked my 580 better, and I was like, there's got to be something wrong with this thing. And then every once in a while it would work really good. I was like, what's up guys? Matthew? Forgot to spell the other one there. Dylan, this one right before that one. Oh, Trucking Down Under, he's in there, that's right. Yeah, that's alright. I've been kind of just going, like I said, I've just been kind of going live on the fly usually because it's on my mind and I don't have time to actually put the video together. So I was going to show this while I knew welding it and putting it all together, but I actually started making a video with the damn little Suku camera thing because I don't have any memory on my phone. I got to get back to using my phone, but I have to get a new phone. I don't like those little action cameras. They're only good, I would try to use them only for like doing an action shot and mounting it somewhere, but to hold it up and do a video, I'd rather use my phone because it's big. I can see what's going on. I can zoom in and out, and I can edit right on the phone if I need to. So I don't see using those things unless I'm going to only do. Well, I got it thinking that I was going to get away from my phone, but without that, I wouldn't even be able to. I got so much backlog videos now. It's just not even going to make sense to put them out. But look at this thing. The coil just broke all the snot in here. Literally, it shut off, and the cord, the pull cord, about 6 to 7 inches of it, flew out in my trailer when I shut it off because I wasn't going to shut this thing off, so I parked it. As soon as I shut it off, it went boom, and it snapped. And sure enough, I knew that sound, and that sound was this thing getting out. I can't even get it out. This damn thing keeps getting stuck. This tower keeps getting stuck. You want to know why Briggs & Stratton went out of business? It's because they just make shit. They really do. And then everybody got tired of it. And that's like, you know what? And it's like their engines were crap. And for years, and people just got frustrated with them. That's why Honda blew up. Honda was like, hey, our engines are way better. And over the years, they have not improved the quality of their stuff. It's like a hit or miss. It's like they only have like 1 or 2 lines of stuff that really work great. Like the Vanguard stuff, it's good. Everything else that they have, I haven't had any long-term success. Let's just put it that way. I haven't had any long-term success with their stuff. And that's why you don't see Briggs & Stratton engines on commercial vehicle mowers. The only thing you see on a Briggs & Stratton engine, it's a Vanguard. And even their own companies don't even put their stuff on. Because Ferris is part of them, and they don't even put... Look what Ferris puts on. They put a Honda engine on there. Like, dude, we can't even freaking make an engine nice enough. We're going to put the Honda on there. And Ferris and Briggs & Stratton are pretty much the same company, so that tells you. They just, like, gave up on the engine thing, I think. That's like Tesla giving up on the battery. Like, okay, yeah, we can make a car, but we're done with the batteries. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah, my opinion's probably wrong, but it's okay. About that. I don't know what I'm going to do with this now. This is my favorite mower. I mean, I know I talk bad about it and have problems with it, but the way this thing cuts, and I like the maneuverability of it and the weight of it, I'm still having a problem with the one wheel grabbing and the other one not. So apparently there's a fix to that, but I don't know how to do it. That's my last time master. I might, when I go pick up my Echo, I might just go buy the Toro HD, or I might get the Skag. I might just say I'm done. I don't know. What do you think I should do? Should I get the Skag 30 and try something completely new, or get the Toro HD, which is the same thing but better? It's heavier though. It's the only thing. It's so much heavier. And I mean, I know I'm used to it and the way it runs. So to me, going to the HD would be like using the same mower, just stronger, and an extra $1,000. But I don't know. I think I might go with the Skag because it's just a whole brand new animal. And since I don't have one of these. I'll have the Time Master, I'll have the Ferris, and then I'll have the Skag. I'll be able to compare all three. And it's going to be a hard comparison with this because it's not the full the full one. It's not the commercial version. But I mean, I hear people saying they love their Ferris and it cuts through thick grass really well. I mean, mine cuts through thick grass too, but it doesn't mulch well. And I don't know why mine doesn't mulch well. It mulches it up good, okay? Let's explain this. It mulches it up really good. But then it leaves this strip along the one side. Now, is that because I don't have the factory side blocker on it? Is that the big difference versus having the chute that opens up? But it's still the same principles. There's nothing different in the way it works. I got the parts underneath. Those are actually the factory mulching blades on there, and the parts underneath, I think they're not big enough. They're only like this big when the deck is like this big. And so when it's turning, because you need that turn part to get it to come back to make that circle area, because the front wants to shoot it out, it's not the full width of the deck. So I'm thinking that's got to be the problem. But they had to have done their research when they made it, and it's supposed to work. So I'm going to have to say it has to be the chute that's on there. Somehow the factory one is just, I don't know. Someone can help me on that. I don't know. Am I the only one that has to follow the little strip that it makes on the side? Because most of my jobs that I use this on, I really need to not blow the grass out. It really needs to be a spot where it's not blowing the grass out. So that's why this one doesn't do that. You know, it mulches it up and doesn't leave a mess behind. Now, if it's wet grass, it still doesn't leave a mess behind. It just gets all clogged up and then it just doesn't work. But this one here leaves a line behind on one side. So I have to continuously go over that one side, and I can't do stripes on thicker grass because that's will take me too long. This thing does stripe better regardless, even without having a stripe kit on. This thing, just the way that deck is designed, for some reason, just the way the airflow comes off of it, it stripes really well. And I don't know. How is that possible? How is it possible? This stripes so much better than the better machine. That machine's a way better built machine, but this thing stripes way better. And I don't even have the freaking drag on the back of this thing. It broke. But like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with this thing, and I'm thinking probably never going to get rid of it. Just keep buying them. By the time I get done buying these things, I could have bought a really nice stander. But that might be the next thing I do. I don't know. I mean, I already bought a new truck, so I'm tapping myself out for this year. I have to, because if I didn't buy the truck, I probably would have bought a new stander. But it's just too much to spend in 1 year. Even though I can, but I don't want to. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. That's the scary part. You're kind of like, but you don't want to do that. I don't get loans or stuff. I just buy it. If I got a loan, I'd buy it because I wouldn't have to pay for it all at one time. But still, it messes you all up with the credits and stuff. I don't know. I gotta get this ready for tomorrow, so I'm gonna let that dry. I bet all you hear in the background is birds chirping. I remember I've watched that back, and it's not loud to me, but when you watch it back on the recording, those birds are, it's annoying sound on here, so if you're gone, I understand. So, airplanes, and I need one of those microphones with the fur all around it, and hook it up to here like a little boom microphone, so it muffles out all that sound. And I know it just sounds like birds chirping in the background. And, yeah, so just to recap again, I took the Echo back. It could be my fault. It could be the fault of the machine. They're trying to figure it out for me. Um, Regardless, these guys over there at this dealership are awesome people. The way they handled it was the way I wanted it to be handled. We all understood what was going on, and they understood, and they're trying to help and see what's going on. But they weren't like some dealerships. They're just like automatically build you up before they all know. Oh, hey, brother, you messed it up. No good. And it wasn't any of that. It was straight. Hey, let's investigate this situation. Let's talk about it. This and that. But I know deep down that I didn't do anything wrong. So that's the part that's bothering me. If it comes back that way, I'm going to be like, okay, well, then I'll never buy another Echo product ever again. If that's the case. But I won't not stop shop at the place that I bought it from. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's the machine's fault. So hopefully they can fix it, and it can be good to go. But that kind of put a bad taste in my mouth on the whole Echo brand. For something of that caliber to come out of the factory not able to handle any kind of stress. In my book, it's kind of, the grass isn't greener on the other side type deal. I know Husqvarna doesn't have a huge following, but it's brainwashed because Red Max is Husqvarna. I'm sorry. Tell yourself what you want to tell yourself, but it's the same damn thing. I heard a lot of people saying that, oh, the engine heads are different. No, they're not. They're the same. They're the same. Red Max has a lower end volume and they have a higher end volume. Husqvarna has the same thing. They have different series. The only differences are the shaky handle and the plastic housings to make them look a little different. So instead of the engine looking like it's exposed, it's covered up. They're trying to copy the steel, And I haven't had any problems with my husband. I beat the crap and snot out, and I didn't treat them right, and they're still running. So I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to keep an open mind with the whole Echo thing, because I'd like to buy more of their products. But if this is how their products are gonna come out to me, I'm scared now. I'm scared to buy another Echo product if that's the case. I really am. I'm very scared. But it's okay. I got an opinion like a squirrel. The next minute, I'm jumping to another tree. What's that? What's that? I'll change my mind in 5 minutes. Come on. You gotta be able to think and feel and understand. And that's just doing it out loud, I guess. Get a steel. I had a steels in the past. I didn't mind them. I had an outing with one of my dealers around here. That's why I stopped using steel. They just were going to be blunt. They were a-holes, and so they put a bad taste in my mouth for the whole brand. So that's why I stopped buying steel. I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to shop at your store anymore. And I just had a vendetta against the brand because of them. And then it scarred me for life. It really did. But anyway, maybe I'll get over it one day and be a big boy, put on my big boy pants and decide to just, deal with stuff. Got the whole, the Prime is here delivering stuff to next door, and I don't know who that lady is, but they waved to me, and I don't know who they are. It's one of these days where I don't feel like doing nothing again. You guys hear all the birds in the background? It's annoying. What's funny is when I got pissed off with the whole steel thing, I sold everything I had cheap. Got rid of it for like $25, $50. I was so mad. I told them that. I'm like, hey, I'm getting rid of all this shit. I'm tired of it. Never come back to your place. Wish I didn't do that. Well, I could just went to a different dealer. But that's when I was younger, dumber, and stupider, and had a really bad ego problem when I was younger. It's like the older you get, your ego relaxes. And, I don't know if that's for everybody, but that's how I noticed it with me, though. Just you learn to just let shit go. It's not it consumes you. It doesn't look like I've let it go yet. That's the problem. Uh, so the gentleman who I bought this from, he was going to sell me a truck for 9,000. But if anybody's followed, heard me. I'm not buying the truck. But he had a Bobcat, maybe a 10-year-old model Bobcat, and he wanted he didn't even know what he wanted for it. I told him it was worth about 600 to 1,000. I said, in exchange display right now, it's probably going to be $600. So he said he fixed it, make sure it wasn't leaking anything. He said it runs great. He said, I want it out of here. He goes, $150, you can have it. I said, I'll be there. So I'm getting a 48-inch Bobcat, which is a mid-grade commercial Bobcat. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. For $150, I might just fix it up and just give it to somebody that I know, or I'm going to try to sell it, park it out front, maybe get into start flipping mowers. I always wanted to. That's a little side business hustle. If I can find them from people like that. Every once in a while you find them, and it's like, well, I don't have time for it. But if I can find the time for it, I got a lot of stuff around here that I can just fix up and just. I want to empty everything out this year. This year's my goal. That's a goal for this year, is to empty out everything. I want to have only the bare essentials. And be ready to cut and run, because the economy in the world is changing. And I figure if I can dump everything before everything goes to crap, and if it doesn't, good for me. I'm cleaned up and ahead of the game. But anyhow, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to probably not paint it anymore. Yeah, it's cool. It's touch. I can touch it now. That's cool. See, that's another thing when you paint. Don't put thick coats. Believe in. I painted all these fenders, and that's what you do. Is you put thin coats over them. Thin coats. Come back. Thin coats. Always move with the can. This information is just in my head. I know a lot of you guys know how to do this. I'm sorry. I keep feeling like I always have to narrate and dictate and tell. And it's like, you really don't have to. It's like Facebook. Do I really have to take a picture of my food and send it to you? Yes. Of course. Anyway. Stopped at my liquor store that I worked at up there in Annapolis, and I got myself a gallon of wine. Got a little moonshine. I already had that. I needed to relax after hearing that news. It might be my fault, and I think they're going to work something out to make it work. This right here, this is the first one that I started off with. This isn't the actual one, but I got this from somebody who it wouldn't run. It probably all just needs a spark plug and a carburetor cleaned and new gas, and she'll probably run. I mean, it's got no compression. Got a little bit. It just feels really weak. But I liked the handle on these, because these were, you could still, but my wrist would always still hurt. And of course, they had this thing so you can put the tube on it and suck up stuff. That's the one thing with Echo that I really want to get, because I liked that one. Theirs had a different tube, and it was really neat looking, and it looked like it worked better than the other ones that I've seen. But with the whole issue that I'm dealing with right now, I don't know if I'm going to get it right now. I kind of wanted it just to clean up, like, the wells, steer wells. I could use this if I got it working, but this thing was so freaking slow, it was almost like I could pick it up by hand faster. But a lot of people had started off with these. And, you'd find them at Home Depots everywhere. And they were good. The 200 mile per hour. I think the CFMs on these things were like 400 and something. They weren't that much. Up here I got a wall of blowers and mowers and all kinds of stuff. I got my Echo, it's my old one. Another Echo. The other one back there, the one on this side. it's kind of funny because I know Echo is probably like that one brand that everybody kind of went over to as their first commercial. They saw it at Home Depot like I did, and like, oh, I'm gonna get that, you know. And then come back full circle, buying them again. But I'm not being sponsored or paid to support any of that stuff, so to me it doesn't really matter. It's whatever I like to use at the time. Um, but like I said before, I kind of felt this weird sense that I feel that I feel a lot of people that have a tool brand usually are like they feel vindicated once they see somebody else using their brand, particularly somebody who's more popular in the whole scheme of things. It's like you feel like as if, hey, they were using it, I'm using it, I feel better. I think everybody feels that way. It's a normal feeling. So with Husqvarna, I feel alone. I don't see anybody except for Johnny Blades and Exterminator. Um, there's another one, Brandon. Forgot his name. He's just a Facebook thing. There's like one or two other ones that use them, but everybody else uses the main Steel, Echo, Red Max. That's the things that everybody uses. That's what all the stores have. To make that again, like I was saying, who makes Red Max? I think I'm just gonna get a Red Max. Everybody will think I'm cool. There's a crazy ass looking cloud over here I'm looking at. It's really weird. It's like it's just like folded over. It almost looks like you probably can't see it on camera, but it's all the way that you can't see it. It's kind of cool looking. So we had a good dumping rain shower today, and then the beginning part of the beginning part of the day was pretty good, and then I knew it was coming, and it came. It came down fast and hard. So I gotta empty this out. Tomorrow I'm gonna go get the other mower. I'm gonna get some free angle iron from him as well, some aluminum angle iron. I'm gonna use to make a thing for the front of this to hold the blower, this Bobcat. And I gotta take the Bobcat and winterize it in the Bobcat. I take the billy goat and winterize it, and then there's my lock billy goat things in which I want to fix that so I can take it to my commercial job and not piss everybody off with the blower. And my makeshift 10 is just turning into makeshift. I gotta get all this out of here. From the project I gotta do. This was a temporary, just to keep the rain out of it, and it's been up too long. And now water still getting into there. So the problem is water gets in there, then it gets moldy and misty, and it just feels like a basement when you go in there. And I don't even want to go in there. So I gotta take all that out of there. So, a lot of projects around here to do. Like I said, I want to get rid of all this stuff. Accumulated too many things just from getting them. Like, why did I buy that stupid, I bought that. No, I didn't buy that one. That one was given to me. My buddy gave me that one. I bought one. It's back there. I have two of them. But that one's got wires. That's wired up. I can just plug that in somehow. I actually bought a computer chip that goes in there that has the light patterns. I haven't put it in yet. I don't know what I'm doing. I just bought it thinking I know what I'm going to do. I don't know how to do it. Yeah, I gotta stay away from Amazon. I'll see things and I'm like, oh yeah, I can buy that. I can fix it up and do it. And waiting for it to come like a dog. I'm like, it's coming. Yeah, I got it. It goes into a box and I forgot what the box is in. But I still know it's there. I'm gonna try to put that. I was gonna try to show putting this on live, but I gotta wait. I realize I gotta wait for the paint to dry. Take a while to dry, so I'm not gonna do it. But I have to have this done. I'm gonna eat here in a minute or two. So I had my welder out welding. I could probably go ahead and make a video of it, but I gotta figure. Like I said, I gotta figure out how to edit all that stuff. Damn it! I'm wearing a black hat. I hope I didn't get spray paint on my hat. That can happen. Little mists of spray paint up here. Fix it. Black is the worst color to have with that stuff. Yep. I gotta clean this mess up too. Didn't realize how messy it was until you walk out away from it. I haven't opened up that door in months. It was funny because because my dog was out here and I opened the door. I was like, what the shit? The whole wall moved. It was so funny. He came out, look, going in and out, like dumbfounded that the whole wall moved. He's like, how's the wall move? Mm. I gotta find a different place to put the TV because I just put it on the wall, the door, and I have to move the TV every time I gotta move it. So I might make like something that comes down and it drops, because I've seen it. You can actually buy them, but I think you can just make that with a couple door hinges and a 2x4 with a string or something and lift it up. Find something to latch it and it locks, and then how you want to release it, lift it up and down again or something. Or maybe my original idea was to clear the back of the garage. It's got a wall back there with plugs and everything, because the original owner actually had a workbench in the very back. I'm thinking about clearing that out completely because those shelves are too deep. And putting the TV there and bringing the couches and all that stuff and bringing it up here, but then that kind of screws me up with having this open. So the way I have it, it kind of works for me. There's a whole section on the side here that I want to clear. That's why I bought the trailer, because I wanted to get rid of these mowers and stick them in that trailer. But I already filled that trailer up with mowers that I had in the backyard that I don't need. So I got to go through that and figure out what I'm going to keep. I have a guy who I know that fixes mowers, and I think I might sell all those mowers to him for like $20 a piece or $25 a pop, because all he wants is the frames. He don't really care for the engine. He has good engines that he buys. He flips them. So I'll never get around to it. So I'm probably thinking about having him come over here and pick it through here. I'm going to give him a good deal. I'm like, look, $100, take it all or something. I don't know. I'm never going to get around to it. I had ideas of fixing them and bringing them back, but to cut your losses. Cut and run sometimes. Like I said, I'm concerned about the whole economy and environment stuff that's going on right now, and the atmosphere. That I think it's it might be interesting. Hoping not, but I'm thinking it's going to be. And I don't want to be at a position where I'm strapped to tie down to anything. That's why I don't buy. That's why I'm renting. I've been renting for a while because something's been on in the past, and it just taught me, and I've learned to not be strapped down. But with all this junk, it's like having a boat but an anchor that's stuck in the mud. It's the best way to describe it. Man, look at this house, man. It's wow. All the way over there, look at that. It's like under a spaceship. Look at that. That's just a cool picture right there. It's been building up over there for a while now. You can't see the cloud below. The sun doesn't even show it to you. The light. It's really dark on the edge. There's actually like a little swirl right there. And that rim, and over here, it's like right under it. It's under like a big circle or something. That's what it feels like. I'm sorry, I get a little retarded when it comes to clouds. I don't know why. I just think they're cool. Just like because you can see the wind patterns in there and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Because over here, always does something weird. I've showed this before. It's the same regions everywhere. This area here always kind of builds up. It's just the way the region is, you know. But it's really flat out that way. That's where the airport is. I got the wing. I had to take the wing off my truck because of. Oh, I gotta go. That is the dinner bell. I gotta get. It's probably gonna rain on me, so I'm gonna put this stuff away so I'm not getting dumped on when it decides to just open up on me. All right. Thanks for coming by. Remember, the cutting force is with you, and we're good to go. Thanks. Oh, Bowman's in the house. Now that I want to leave, he comes in. What's going on? I just saw that on there. Hey, man, I saw that. I saw your post, man. Sorry about that. Didn't really want to respond too much to it because it's just I had to deal with that myself twice. It's I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that whole situation. But yeah, so. But yeah, I hope everything's going good with you guys. I know it's a little bit hard to get over and stuff. But I'm gonna get out of here, but just recap what I was doing. I was just griping about things and fixing my ferris, my fancy welds that I did on here, which I made the crappy weld look nice by grinding it down, and welding on top of it, and then grinding that off, and then putting the paint and making the paint build up in there so it looks like the weld's perfect, which I know it doesn't. It's not going to hold for too long. but it's enough to get me by until I can figure out how to buy the parts. Or my buddy goes at a weld, so I'm gonna take it over to him. We're gonna weld a piece across the top right here to hold these two, and even the bottom to kind of like hold it in. He'll probably redo this weld for me. I don't know if you can. I don't know. It might just be better to buy a whole new part. Just not even, by the time I figure boogering it up, whatever the cost is, that can't be too much money. I gotta buy a new one to beat. I don't think you can fix this. But it's gonna go on because this, I don't have a coil unless I can get a coil by Monday. I can't use it tomorrow, so that kind of screws me up. But I don't know. I might just take tomorrow off too. Just say screw it and just continue working on stuff. But I don't know. If someone goes live tonight, I'll probably jump on, whatever. But yeah, that's the dinner bell ringing. I got called. I gotta go inside and she made some dinner. Take care.